I know we're all reeling from yesterday's Chiefs loss to the Bills. But on a good note, college basketball is underway. Yeah, like literally the first day of the regular season is today, and there is currently a college basketball game being played. Winthrop is leading Queens University at halftime, 40-35. This is part of the Field of 68 opening day marathon that is airing on YouTube. I'm trying to make sure Mark stays focused on his day job here because I think he's got 7-way parlays on the Queens University Winthrop game.
I'm locked in on both. I'm locked in on work, and I'm locked in on basketball.
Oh, man. 10 o'clock is the second game. St. Bonaventure takes on Bradley. John, is he working back there?
Yeah, he's got it going on here. It's just like when the NAIA tournament's downtown. You get basketball for breakfast, and you bring your lunch, and you sit there to eat. You got a couple more games to go.
Oh, that's great, man.
Great fun.
That is great. It goes all the way until after midnight tonight. There is literally dozens of college basketball games. The opening day of the season is here. Listen, if I could change the college basketball schedule, I would probably start it around Christmas, have a couple of weeks, maybe a month of non-conference play, extend the season out to maybe the first week of May when you'd have the Final Four. Just push it all back about a month because I do think it's too early. But at least for today, I'll be into it. I'll be juiced. KU takes on Green Bay tonight. Doug Gottlieb is at Allen Fieldhouse tonight. That's right. He's still hosting a national radio show and coaching college basketball. I don't know how you do it, but I think they won like 4 games last year, so maybe you can't do it. I don't know. K-State is playing tomorrow against UNC Greensboro. Mizzou takes on Howard tonight on the road. My alma mater, Villanova, plays BYU, the 8th-ranked BYU Cougars, on the road on TNT tonight. That's an 8:30 tip. And Mark let me know this morning that he is betting against my Villanova Wildcats, which... bad move for you, Mark. Bad move for you on the job, my man.
Hey, it's going to be I think that's part of the Las Vegas tournament. So Arizona and BYU a little bit closer to Vegas. So that's why I picked them.
Oh, yeah. You got every excuse in the book. That's fine. You're lucky I'm such a nice guy and a good boss.
Such a nice man.
I'll just leave it at that. Okay. But college basketball is literally underway right now. We got almost 24 hours in a row of college hoops going on here today. So if you're a college basketball junkie, congratulations. You're back in the saddle. The bad coming out of the weekend. Tony's Kansas City was on the show on Friday. Tony Bateo, he's the founder of Tony's Kansas City. And trust me, he was great. If you missed it, it's up on the podcast from Friday morning. He was outstanding. It's always good to have him in studio talking about what's going on in town. He shares the interview on his website, Tony'sKansasCity.com. And his commenters are great. They don't care. I mean, they're like the callers here on KCMO. They just let it rip. But what bothered me is someone mentioned on Tony's website that for years, in the early days of my time in the Kansas City market, I would borrow from Tony's Kansas City without attribution. And I just want to make sure that everyone knows that is not true. I remember a time when I had a different producer on the show because I just got a producer when I showed up here. And he said, hey, do you know what Tony'sKansasCity.com is? And I said, no, I don't. I remember this from like 7-8 years ago now. It's like, I don't know anything. What are you talking about? What is that? He goes, oh, it's like a local blog, and, they're trashing you, saying that you're using their stuff without crediting it. And I'm like, okay, well, I don't know what it is. So I addressed it at the time. The problem is the audience was like 1/10 of the size that it is now. So I just want to make the record clear that I love Tony, and I love everybody in his audience. But at no point was I ripping stuff off of Tony's website and not crediting it because I didn't even know what it was until those accusations came my way very early in this show's tenure, John.
Tony was such a lone voice of common sense and conservatism there, basically, that he wasn't used to anybody else having a similar idea. Right?
That's probably what it was. That's probably what it was.
Glad to have a friend.
Yeah. And it really is just common sense. Like, I don't think Tony is some kind of rock-ribbed conservative dude. I just think he's a common sense guy who can analyze the Kansas City news scene, which, of course, I think we do as well. And that's kind of it. That's all there is to it. So I just want to set the record clear on that after I saw the story on Tony's website over the weekend. And the ugly from the weekend, let's go here. We played a lot from Trump and his 60 Minutes interview last night. But the other big interview Gavin Newsom was on Meet the Press, which we are now carrying on KCMO. Sunday at high noon, Meet the Press airs here on KCMO. It gives you something timely and topical. I know some of you are like, I don't want to hear that. No, just give it a shot, whatever. You know what's coming. You might as well give it a chance, right? So Gavin Newsom's on there yesterday, and listen to what this snake oil salesman says about 2028 and whether or not he wants to run for president.
You've said, as we've discussed, you are considering a run for president, and you've said you'll make a decision about whether to run for president after the midterms.
Yeah, I mean...
Governor, let me ask you, why do you want to be president?
I don't. I'm not suggesting I am. I'm saying, in response to someone talked about it, and I hate when nothing I dislike more than the politician that sits there and lies to you.
No, he didn't go there. He didn't know. He went there. Oh. He went there.
A vampire doesn't see its reflection.
For Gavin Newsom, for this guy. Oh, my gosh. I feel like I need a shower after listening to him talk. For this guy to stare there at the 60 Minutes or Meet the Press host, Kristen Welker, and say there's nothing I dislike more than a politician who lies to you, as he talks about how he's not sure whether or not he is interested in running for president in 2028, is, an all-time Gavin Newsom lie.
He's a nut job.
My goodness.